My name is Glenda Caldwell. I'm a professor in architecture in the School of Architecture and Built Environment.
So, Glenda, how does the work you do sit within the ecosystem of the school?
So, as a professor in architecture, I teach in architecture-related units, also some university-level units, but my research is very much about exploring the impact that technology has, and this can be advanced technologies such as computational design, architectural robotics, virtual reality, augmented reality, how some of these technologies impact or inform the way that we conceptualize design ideas, how we explore those design ideas through material processes, and how we take those prototypes and experiments to larger scales that are more at that sort of built environment scale.
So, within that research, how does that translate into real-world impacts?
Well, as we know, the world is facing a time of very complex challenges, but also within those challenges, there's a lot of opportunities, right? And technology, I believe, plays a really important role in providing creative solutions or processes that help us to overcome some of these challenges.
Yes.
And the challenges that I'm referring to are things like labor shortages, supply chain issues, lack of, capabilities in certain industries. And this is, I'm talking from an Australian point of view, but also major environmental challenges. Yeah. So I guess the approach that I like to take in the research that I do is that I believe that some of these technologies offer, I guess, creative ways of addressing these challenges by ultimately making processes that could be more efficient and more increase the value of the people that are part of those processes or part of those ways of exploring these problems. So by, for example, introducing a robot into a manufacturing process, the idea is not to replace humans in those processes, but maybe make the work that they do more enjoyable by taking away the labor-intensive or tricky, mundane parts of their work, so that they can then increase the value of their input into their work, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and I guess, you said this was a local trend or issue, but I guess on a global scale, more than ever, this is really important to, as you said, take on those real-world problems. Do you think robotics is a real way forward for us to survive in a way?
That's a big question, and I think they have a role to play. I don't think they are the only solution or the only answer. But with increasing artificial intelligence and, the prevalence of these machines and these technologies coming into our lives, the more that we understand about what we can do with them, and the more critical that we can be about how they come into our lives, into our work, into our environments, the better positioned we can be to make, buildings and built environments that are, that resonate with the needs of the people that live there and operate there. And from a global point of view, these are big trends that are not going away, I don't think, and are relevant across the world. So, yeah.
And when it comes, I guess, the impacts of that on cities, like we're looking more and more at the idea of smart cities, technology is already really embedded in a lot of the process we're involved in without us even recognising it daily. What is the impacts that the work you're doing having on city making?
Well, city making involves many different people, right? And it's not just the decision makers, but also the people that live and enjoy the public and private spaces that we create in cities. Cities are meant to be for everyone, whether it's the residents of that city or visitors. And the more welcoming and aesthetically attractive and well designed that we can make these cities, the better off everyone is.
Yeah.
And these technologies can provide different ways of engaging with the city, different ways to understand the city, different ways to interact with the city. And I think so the technologies can bring in those perspectives of the people that create those cities as much as the ones that live and use and visit those cities, but also can provide really important information, data, like how are these cities created, how are they made, how are they used, what's good, what's bad, and how do we use that information to make important decisions. So the more voices and perspectives that we can bring into that city making process, the better for everyone.
Yes.
Yeah,
because it is a tool, and I guess that's sort of democratization of the tool makes a better place in so many ways. And finally, why ABE for research?
Well, ABE is a wonderful collection of disciplines that are relevant to the built environment. We have interior design, we have landscape architecture, construction management, urban and regional planning, quantity surveying, and project management. So this combination of disciplines is so critical to how we address these challenges, how we work towards creating the evidence, the information that's needed to inform decision makers as much as designers, practitioners, our students. So we have incredible expertise coming from all these different disciplines. We have technological know-how. We are very curious. We're very ambitious and wanting to engage with people across the sector, across industries, across communities, governments, to really understand how we can work together to create a city such as Brisbane that is impactful and meaningful and, really promotes Brisbane as a world-leading city.
Yeah. It's so exciting. Like, it is such a great time to be here, and I think that the positioning of ABE right now is crucial for that vision to come to fruition 100%. So thank you so much. It's been great chatting to you, Glenda.
Thank you so much.